So he was just like, so what brings y'all into Saraland? What's up, y'all? This your girl Taya, and we back with another video. Sorry, I have been missing in action. I have been out due to COVID, but I am now back healthy and back in action. So yes, I'm ready to give out this story time, this tea that basically I haven't told anybody before. So before we get started, if you're new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you've been supporting us and been watching our videos, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you share. So, story time, story time, story time. So, my story time will be the time that I almost got locked up and went to jail. So, basically, the story goes, this is like back around 2015, 2016. And this is the time when I was talking to Manny Fresh. Stupid Manny Fresh. But basically what was going on was I cannot remember the day. I just knew it was like early day, probably like 2 or 3 o'clock, something like that. And at the time I was going to school for medical assisting. So I was in transition to get my license. So it was me, her, and a couple of her friends. And in Mobile, there's a part of a city called Saraland. For the ones of y'all who was from Alabama, you know where Saraland is. You already know how they get down. They is just, it's just something where you just don't really go for real, for real. You go in, you go out, you just basically, you go do what you need to do work, and then you go back because the police and stuff is bad. It just have too much stuff going on. It just, yeah. I just stayed away from them, basically. I don't go out there. I don't mess with the police. I don't fool with the police on that side because they do way too much. And so it was like earlier in the day, and basically I was just riding around with it. Now, mind you, I was in my car. I wasn't even aware of what was going on. I just knew that she called me. She wanted to meet up with her wherever she was at earlier that day, and her friend jumped in the car, and we went to Saraland. Now, mind you, if y'all remember from the last video where I said, Manny Fresh likes to hang out with people who are younger than her. When I mean younger than her, I mean like 18, 19 years old, 20, 21 years old, but she was like in her 30s. What? But basically, we went to Saraland. We was driving somewhere like probably like somewhere in the back in the Saraland. And we were just driving, nothing wrong, it's normal. So we went to this pharmacy. Now, to back up a little bit, they were doing stuff they had no business doing. And I'm not going to say what, but I'm just going to say they ain't had no business doing certain stuff. I'm just going to say it like that. But we was going down this road, and there was this pharmacy. So this pharmacy was basically like in the back end. And every last one of them went in there, got something out of the pharmacy or whatever. And to pick up some type of medication. Not gonna say what it was, but it was a type of medication that each individual went in there to go get. So basically, at that time, I ain't had no common sense. I just, she asked me to go get it, so I was like, okay, whatever. Fine, I'm just gonna go get the medication that she asked me to get. I ain't think it was nothing for real, but stupid me. Like I said, I was young, so I didn't really think of nothing about it. But when we was at the pharmacy, it was this truck like circling around the pharmacy store. It was like a silver, like a white truck. It was tinted windows. You couldn't really see, but it was just one truck that kept on circling the pharmacy. So I looked at it the first time. I ain't paying no attention to the truck at first. But then the second time that truck came around, I was like, okay, this truck kind of been around here a few times. Like, why I feel like I'm being watched. So it was just like, I said something about it, but she was just like, I'm tripping, I'm paranoid. I just need to stop doing all that. So I was just like, I just left it alone. I was just like, well, maybe I am paranoid. Maybe, I'm thinking too much. I was just like, because at that point, I was like, I really felt uncomfortable, not only just with her, but also with her friends. So probably like a few minutes passed. We didn't got whatever we needed to get, and then we start heading out of Saraland. Now, mind you, we was there the week prior to, on top of that. So at that point, like I said, I didn't even understand what was going on. I just knew they said they just needed me to take them somewhere, and that was it. So coming, like riding down the road, getting out of Saraland, mind you, that same truck was behind us. So I was just like, man, I'm like, why do I feel like this truck is following us? I was just like, let me just stop. I'm probably paranoid. I'm probably just, just overthinking something. I'm just like, let me just focus on just trying to get the hell out of Saraland. Because again, the police do not play. So we get like towards the interstate. Like if like there's the interstate like going this way, going towards Batmobile. Under it's like that bridge that's take you kind of like towards 8 Mile, like towards Preacher Way, towards Saraland Way. So as soon as we get ready to go under the bridge to turn onto the turn lane to go into the interstate, all you hear is whoop 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 whoop. So I was just like,
surprise, motherfucker.
So I was like, just driving, just going around, just going to a few stores or whatever. Nothing serious like that. So he was just like, well, did y'all go to the pharmacy? I was like, huh? I was like, huh? So he was just like, did y'all go to the pharmacy? I was like, yeah, we had to get some medication. No, I said, I got allergies and stuff like that. So I had to get some medication for myself. So that's when he hit me with the okie dokie, was like, well, we've been watching y'all all this time. Y'all came here the first time like a couple of weeks ago for the same situation. And now y'all back over here going to the same pharmacy. So I was just like, oh, shit. So he was just like, okay, so I'm going to ask you again. What brings y'all to Saraland? So I told him, I said, look, I got allergies. I got real bad. I got pollen allergies. I got like stuff going on my nose. So that's the only reason why I went to the pharmacy, was because of that.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
So he was like, are you sure that's what it is? I said, yeah, that's I'm sure as hell that's what it is. So he was like, okay. So one by one, he started to ask me fresh. And then he pulled me the fresh to the side, and he asked the friends, and then something else. So on top of that, that's when I found out that basically they had some other stuff going on, to where they was getting the medication to basically use it for something totally different. Like for some Sudafed. And I was like, it was for this. So basically, I was just like, I had to put two and two together. I was like, man, I'm in school. Like, I ain't got time for none of this. Like, I don't have time to be getting in trouble by the law, especially Sarah Lee, because I'm just like, man, one wrong move, and I'm just like, I'm done for. Like, shouldn't even done this. So I was just like, oh my God, like, I seen it went from just the sheriff's office. Not only did the sheriff's office come, but on top of that, the Mobile County started coming. It was just like a bunch of like different police cars just like pulled up right behind us. Man, you got folks like slowing down. They looking in through the window trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to hide my face. I ain't want nobody to see it was me. If they knew it was me, I'm just like, I felt embarrassed, because it was just like traffic was just slowing down, like slowly going by.
Damn.
Did y'all see that? She just. But anywho, so basically cars are just passing on by. They just like slowing down. They trying to look and see what's going on. I was like, I felt so embarrassed, because I'm just like, Out of all places, why Saraland? Why I got to get pulled over in Saraland? I don't even do nothing in Saraland. I don't even like going to Saraland because it just, you having too much going on. Police will be over there. It's just one of those towns where you just really do not want to get caught up getting into trouble in. So I had a whole bunch of stuff. And then on top of that, I was in my uniform clothes for school. I was in like full uniform. They knew I was a medical assistant, a nurse or something. I was just like in my uniform. But what scared me the most was one of the guys that was with her ended up getting handcuffs. He like behind his back, and he was like in cuffs, walking towards the shell car and like sitting in the back seat. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to go to jail. I'm about to go to jail. I'm about to go to jail. I was just like, I started getting scared. I think like my pulse was like going like this. And like, I can feel it like busting, about to get ready to bust through my throat because I was like so scared. My heart was racing. I was just like, I was scared because I'm just like, I don't get in trouble. I don't do nothing to get in trouble. I don't get in trouble with the law. I ain't gonna say I don't like the law. I just don't fool with them. I don't have nothing to do with them. I just don't have the time. I be trying to stay in my lane. I don't want to do anything to trigger or come into contact with any type of police enforcement or FBI or sheriff's office. I don't got time. I was trying to go to school. It was just at that time I was trying to get my shit together. And what I didn't want to do was to get in trouble over some medicine. Some medicine. So I was like, man, look. And he asked me, he was like, well, at that time, I wasn't married. So at that time, they were just like, Miss Such and Such, I'm going to ask you again, what brings you to Sarah? And I was
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
like, sir, I am here just to get medication for my allergies. I got allergies really, really bad to the point that my eyes swell up, my nose stops up, and my throat gets really, really itchy and scratchy. That is the only thing I had went in that pharmacy for. I stuck to my story, and that's exactly what it was, because I ain't had no reason to lie. I ain't had no reason to do nothing. That is exactly what that was. Like, and I'm talking like, I ain't no snitch. They ain't no snitch. It's just, I ain't no snitch.
Period.
But I was just like, on top of that, I ain't had nothing to not snitch about, because the fact of it is that I don't do that type of stuff. I ain't got nothing, like I said, that's what it is. And I don't know what you want me to say, but that's just exactly what's going on. So he was just like, you know what? I see that you're trying to go to school. I see that, you're trying to, better for yourself. So I was like, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take these off your hands. But he told me, don't let me catch you in Saraland again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You ain't got to see me over here no more. Matter of fact, if you let me go right now, I'm going back over here to Mobile. You got to see my face no more. Matter of fact, I won't even enter into Saraland. I'm like, yes, sir. I'm going straight to school. I'm just like, he let everybody go. And the thing about it was, I was so scared to the point I was mad, because I was just like, I felt like I got set up on everything. So like, after the embarrassment, me getting scared, with my heart rate racing up and everything, I just basically was just like, I waited to get in that car. I told myself, as soon as I got into this car, I'm cussing everybody ass out.
Yes, sir.
Every last one of them. I don't give a damn. I was just living to the point where everybody was either finna get left in Saraland, or I'm finna cuss their ass all the way until they got all the way to Mobile, and then I ain't fucking with y'all no more. Like, I don't have time. So once I got in that car, I went flip the fuck off. I was going off on Benny to the next person, and then to the next person, and then to the next person. Every last one of them. And everybody was on silent mode. They were just like, well, it wasn't our fault. I said, no, it was y'all, because y'all got me into some bullshit. I don't do none of this. I don't have nothing going on. I said, y'all realize it was in my car at the end of the day. I don't have time for none of this. I done went off. I was living to the point where it was just like, man, I was so mad. I think my eyes was red. I didn't care. I really didn't care. Me and man first like arguing in the front seat back and forth. I was just like, I'm not finna tell. Like, you know what? After this, I ain't fuck with you no more. I ain't got time for your shit no more. Like, just like leave me alone. Like, no, just no. Like, we don't have nothing to talk about. Like, I was like literally like done with her. So drove in all the way from Saraland back to Mobile, and that's what I did. I happily dropped their asses off. But obviously, when the dudes was trying to basically make a deal with one of them, I'm like, I don't know what was going on. But that's basically what was happening with that. And after that, I didn't never enter into Saraland ever again. I didn't even want to even go over there. And the last time that I went over there was for like DoorDash. But I treaded lightly. And that is to drop off some food and then go back to Mobile. Other than that was it. And that's my story on that. Like, it just lets you know that, you know, regardless of which relationship you in, don't let nobody peer pressure you to do anything that you don't know what's going on or it's going to put you in jeopardy. Especially if a person knows that you're trying to do better for yourself. It's just like, no.
Period.
Don't do that. We ain't got time for that. So just always just make sure that you put yourself first, because if that person don't care about you and they put you in a situation, they only worry about themselves, but they ain't gonna care about you once you get in a situation, you get locked up. You only got one life to live, and you definitely do not need to mess your life up over no medicine and nobody, not even just nothing. But that's my little story on that. Basically, just make sure that y'all hit like and subscribe on to that button. And also, if you're new, again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And we out. And I thank y'all for listening. And also, before I go, for all of our supporters who watch our videos, who watches our vlogs, our pranks, everything, y'all make sure to comment in the comment section. Let us know what y'all want us to do as far as other pranks, any suggestions y'all have, or any type of different topics like story times, vlogs, whatever. Y'all let us know. You know, y'all making sure, you know, y'all supporting us, so let us support y'all. Y'all tell us what y'all want us to do. Tell us, you know what I'm saying, what y'all expect from CNT TV, because like I said, we're gonna make sure we do for our fans, make sure we do everything for our supporters. So make sure that y'all comment in the section. Y'all tell us what y'all want us to do. You know, we make sure that we gonna make it happen for y'all. So thank y'all so much for listening to my story time. I hope y'all have a great night, you know, great evening and great week. And we out.
Come on, keep it real.